All right, guys, well, here we are. Thank you so much for being a part of CO Backstage Pass. We've got something really great for you this month, and it's a 2-light photo tutorial on how to really backlight your client and shoot them with the SOFTBOX so that you can get some really amazing nighttime portraits just like this. All right, so what we have for you guys today is we have an amazing special guest. They're actually CO Backstage Pass members themselves. It's Alberta and Celsius, and they came all the way here from the Caribbean just for us. I'm just kidding, they're on vacation. And they were here, so we thought, hey, why don't we take some pictures of you? So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started. One of the things you're gonna learn today is we're gonna show you how to light people with a backlight, and especially when it gets nighttime out and people with dark hair are in a background that's really, really dark. You wanna give some separation to those people. And no better way to do that than with a backlight. And we're gonna light them again with a SOFTBOX so we can light them. So this is a full-on flash tutorial for you, but still very affordable for anybody if they wanna go ahead and shoot something with flash. Because if you have one, just go out there and buy one more. One more. All you need is one more. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, boom, bang. All right, cool. Walk towards them, that's good. Perfect, and now come. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get everything set up. So what we do is we have the couple right here. First thing we always have to do is we always have to expose for what you want to shoot for. So we're going to expose for the sky and the background first, and then that way we can bring them in with the flash. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. So we're going to take the camera while they just stand there and look all cute. I'm going to shoot it at the background and just going to make sure without the flash doesn't matter. And you can see from that shot that we got the background exposed the way we want it to. And now we can go ahead and add the couple and the flash in. So super, super simple. We're only gonna do one flash first. So guys, if you can get real close for me, just like that. Great, awesome. And then if you can take this leg and just kind of pop this leg down there for me, just like that, perfect. We may actually switch sides because the wind's gonna pull your address this way. Do you have a special side you like more than the other? No. Okay, cool, let's switch sides then. Perfect, just like that. Great, hand around. Dude, you got muscles, bro. That's skinny arms. All right, so you're gonna grab onto his shirt just real gentle, just like that. You're gonna take your hand, you're gonna give her a nice tug on her lower waist. You guys are gonna look right at each other just like that. And then Alberta, you're gonna turn and you're gonna look down this way, okay? Stay right there, bring this shoulder back for me a little more. That's great, just like that. Keep that hand right there. And now you can pop that leg right here, toe down just like that. Great, perfect. All right, so you guys stay right there. And I'm going to shoot a shot without the flash just so we can see what it looks like. We're going to go way back here. And you can see without the flash, it's super, super dark, but our background's exposed where we want it to. So now we're going to add the flash in. So I'm going to aim it towards them, and hopefully with the wind, we don't get blown away right here. We're gonna add the flash. I'm gonna put it on a 45-degree angle from them as best I can, and the tighter and the more on a side that I do it, the more dramatic the image is gonna look. So we're gonna tighten this sucker down real tight. There we go. All right, and I have the flash set at about 1/2 to 1/4 power. Now it depends on your flash how you're gonna do this, but I have it set at 1/4 power. I'm gonna back up again. I'm gonna do the same shot. And boom, you can see what we got. It looks amazing. Now what we're gonna do is now that we've got the shot with the flash, we wanna work on their pose a little bit, okay? So Alberta, can you just kind of look towards me while Celsius, you kind of lean on her still, okay? Get real close with her. Perfect, you look right here for me and open your shoulder up for me to Alberta. That's perfect right there. And why don't we do this? Instead of grabbing him, why don't you grab your dress a little bit with your hand and bend your arm back a little bit more this way. That's good. Now I'm gonna help you just a little bit because of my angle. I know where I want your hand to be. You're gonna take your hand, put it like right there. Give it a little more bend to your elbow, just like that. Perfect, you're gonna hold on just like that right there. And you're gonna love this picture too, by the way. Perfect, stay right there, guys. Looking right here. No smiles, that's good. Awesome. Look at him again. Awesome, and I'm gonna tweak your pose a little bit now. So now that we've got the shot, what we want to do is just tweak a few things. We can get a couple different shots out of this one pose. So I'm going to have you just let go of him. You guys are going to hold hands right there, just like that. That's bomb right there. Awesome. You're going to take this leg, your left leg, and you're going to pop it. That's perfect, just like that. Awesome. You're gonna keep your hand on her waist right there like that. You guys are gonna stare me down like you own the city, okay? Perfect, stay right there, guys. Don't move a muscle. And since everything's already set, all we have to do is just keep shooting. That's the best part about this. Awesome, smiling real cute, guys. That's great. Alberta, tilt your head back this way a little bit. That's great, just like that. Celsius, get a little closer with your head to her. That's great right there. Awesome, don't move. Awesome, looking at her while she's looking at me. Awesome, now look down towards your dress that you're holding, so you're kind of like this. That's good, stay right there. Awesome, laughing at your dress because it's blowing in the wind and you love it, that's good. Perfect, I'm gonna switch lenses so I can get a wide shot with the city and you guys right there. So all I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna switch lenses, and the lighting, no matter what we do right now, is gonna be set. So no matter what lens we use, we're gonna be good to go. So I'm gonna switch to a 16-35, shoot a really wide shot of them with the background, and then we're gonna add in the flash so we can show you the separation that occurs. All right guys, so you're gonna stay right there again. You're gonna hold your dress looking off to the side, down towards your dress. Perfect. The great part is, I'm gonna do a test shot. Awesome, looking at each other, guys. That's great, a little closer with your faces. Awesome. Perfect, now what you can see is, with that shot, is it looks great, but let's add a little more drama into it, okay? A little more drama for the mama. So I'm gonna take this flash. Now it just depends on the time of day. Right now it's right about sunset, about the end of golden hour going into blue hour. So what we want to do is make sure that we expose for the back of them, but we don't have this flash so overpowering that we overexpose the concrete that's behind them, okay? So I'm gonna go at about, let's see, a quarter power, and we'll kind of see and we'll kind of go from there. I usually put the flash about 10 feet, so follow me around there and you can see, hey, horns a honkin'. Perfect, so I was right about here. I'm gonna put this down right here. And you want to have it pointing at the back of their head, okay? So let's go back a little further, actually. That's good. Put it right at the back of their head. Now, guys, I always ask the couple, it's easier for them to see if it's pointing. So is this pointing at the back of your head, or do I tilt it up or down a little bit? Right there is good? Perfect, awesome. Great. Now we're gonna shoot the same shot. If I hope I turned that on, I did. Woo, it's right in my eyes. Great, all right, so same thing, guys. You guys are gonna look at each other. You're gonna stay right there just like that. Good. Perfect, and you can see the difference. Look down for me, Alberta, and he's gonna give you a kiss on your forehead. Awesome, you can see the difference that that flash makes. So I'll do one with and without. So here's one without. You can see the difference that that made. And what we want to do now is we want to go a little more dramatic. So as the sun's setting and as it's changing for the city, I'm going to clamp it down a little more. So we're going to test to make sure the city's still exposed for what we want it to be. And a little too dark, so let's go there. Boom. So now that we have the backlight, we're going to work on this different pose with the light kind of casting a little backlight to them. So you guys are going to hold hands, and you're going to make guns with your hands. Cool, you're going to hold hands with the bang bangs. That's perfect, just like that. And then Big Money, I'm going to have you take a step forward, and what you're going to do is just keep your body there, but just bring your 1 foot forward like you were just about to take a step when you were going to walk. Perfect. You're going to look back at her. Awesome. And then Alberta, what you're going to do is you're going to take a foot back, but you're going to cross it over, okay, in your back. That way it looks like you guys are kind of cutely walking together. I'm going to have you looking and smiling with each other.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing it.
And then you bring this foot forward and just lift that heel off just so it looks like you're walking. But actually, let's do this, Celsius. Let's go ahead and back you up about 2 feet, and then you do that. There you go, perfect. Now you take the step and hold that right there. Perfect, just like that. Good. I'm gonna move this, not crush your phone. There we go. Good. All right, now we're gonna take a test shot, and with this pose, we wanna make sure that that backlight is behind them at all times, because you'll see in a second I'll do one with the flash shooting in between them, and it's gonna wash out the two of their faces so you won't be able to see anything. Okay, so let's go ahead and just shoot that for a test shot. It looks awesome, but you'll see that wash in a second. You can see how that wash is washing them out. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna move the flash a little, or even just kneel down and see if I can get it. Perfect, you guys stay right there just looking and smiling at each other. Awesome, don't move. I'm just gonna move the flash a little bit. And I'm actually gonna put it behind Alberta because her dress will hide the flash so I don't have to Photoshop so much out of this picture. And we'll turn it up just a tad as well. So now we're at half power on this, or full quarter power on this flash. Pointed at their backs. You guys are doing awesome. Standing still is the hardest part. Perfect, now I've got that flash behind her, and the great thing is, once we shoot this picture, I don't have to worry about Photoshopping it out because it's being hidden by her dress. Perfect, looking and smiling with each other. Great. Look down for me, Alberta, like you're kind of like flirty with them, just like that. That's great. Perfect. Awesome, good. One more. And then laughing at me. You guys both looking at me. That's great, just like that. Awesome, uno más, one more, that's good. Perfect, then we'll do one without the flash so you can see what it looks like without it. Yeah, you wouldn't want a picture like that without it. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I wanna show you the example of with and without the backlight, because the backlight really is key to giving that separation, especially since it's starting to get dark outside. And as they both have dark hair, what happens is the background's just gonna meld into a bunch of mush. And right now, you're not gonna see it as much until it's really, really dark outside, but you're still gonna see a little example of it. So let's shoot one without the backlight on the city background, right? And now we're gonna shoot the same thing with the flash going off in the back. And you'll see the difference here. Move over a little bit, that's good. Perfect, right there. Awesome. So you can see there's a huge difference. You give that rim light around the subject, which gives a great separation between the background and them. But here's one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to overpower it too much, because especially with girls' hair, guys' hair not so much, but with girls' hair there's a lot of frizzies. If they have long hair, it can have a lot of flyaways and stuff like that. So if you have the flash too bright, what's going to happen, you're going to have this huge, thick, glowing ring around the back of their heads, and you're not going to be able, it's going to be very, very distracting. So you want to play with the power level of that flash, and you can Photoshop a few of those flyaways out, but if they have a lot of flyaways, it's going to be really hard. The great thing is she has her hair braided, so there's not going to be a heck of a lot of flyaways at all. So this is an easy one. But if you had long hair, a bride with some sort of curly, fluffy stuff going on, it's going to be a little harder, especially if they have blonde hair. That light's really going to make all that hair glow, and your eye's going to come right to the hair instead of to the face and to the focal point of the couple. So keep that in mind. So let's go ahead, and now that we've got that, let's go ahead and do a couple of backlit shots with just one flash, just because we can. And then we'll go ahead, and the city will be nighttime, so we'll do one more separation shot so you can see how that happens. So let's go for it. All right, guys, so let's do like a drama for your mama picture. You're gonna turn and look right at each other. Hold hands really low for me. So hold your hands right here just like this. Two hands together. There you go. Give it a little separation. That's perfect. And then you're still gonna have your leg just like this. Perfect, just like that. Shoulders back for me. Awesome. Now we'll shoot the city, because we can shoot the city. So what we're gonna do with this picture is, we've done this before in some other tutorials, but if we're doing a lighting tutorial, might as well show it to you anyways. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the backlit flash and we're gonna turn the foreground flash off, but backlight them to give us a nice silhouette of them, and then have the city in the background. So we can do a really great wide shot, and here's a couple examples of kind of the wide shots we've done before. Boom, gives me a place to transition. All right, so with this one, depending on if I'm using smoke or something like that, I'm still gonna back it up enough so it's gonna give some spread onto the concrete, but I wanna make sure, again, I'm not lighting up the concrete as much as I am lighting them up. So if you have something like a mag mod or some sort of snoot that you can give like a grid on here to give more of a laser focus, it's better, but I don't like carrying around all that junk with me, so I just go ahead and do it like this. No one cares. The client loves their pictures. Don't be such a nitpick about your images and stuff like that. All right, so let's go ahead and go for it. I'm gonna back this flash up right to here. And this time, Alberta, is this pointed at the back of your heads, guys? Ish? Give or take? Yeah? All right, I have this zoomed in at 50 millimeters. What you want to do is, and you can get used to your flash and how it works, but if I had it at a full wide, it's probably going to wash them and a lot of the concrete. But what I have it zoomed into is 50 millimeters. I'm trying to just hit them head to toe with the flash or even waist up and drop it off so that you just see like from waist up silhouetted with them looking at each other. All right, so guys, what we're going to do with this one, I'm going to stand over here. You guys are going to stare right into each other's beautiful eyes. Great, and it's always hard to laugh, right? Like, especially when you've been married for 8 years, you laugh at everything. All right, so I don't need this flash, so we're gonna move this out of the way. Hope it doesn't blow over. Turn that off. All right, great, you guys hang right there, and then Alberta, if you can take your left foot and put the toe back for me, just like that, that's great. Stay right there. Just gonna get a test shot off. Ooh, it looks good already. And you can see again, like when we do this shot, if we have the flash hitting the lens, the flash completely overpowers the subject and everything that's going on. So you have to block their bodies with the flash. So I'm gonna block the bodies with the flash. Perfect, get a little closer with your faces, guys. Perfect, give her a gentle kiss on her forehead. Perfect, and then don't move. I'm just gonna reframe you guys a little bit. Perfect, and then why not do one this way too? City's so cool today. So you can see what we did was we put a really great rim light around them, and the great thing with that is you can actually take a little smoke bomb or a can of atmosphere aerosol. If it's not too windy, you can spray it and get a lot of nice smoke and stuff behind them. Gives a really great shot. So let's do another backlit shot, but we're gonna do it towards this side of the city. Guys, we're gonna do the same pose, but I'm gonna have you guys actually stand beside each other and looking at each other like this so I can see your profiles, okay? Perfect, hang out right there. And with this, we can actually use two flashes. We can backlight them. Hey, there's the helicopter I rented for you guys, but they're supposed to land here. I don't know where they're going. I'm sure they'll circle back. All right, cool, so we're gonna use two flashes with this shot. We'll just take the softbox off of this one. And usually I wouldn't do two flashes, I'd just use one, but if you have two, it's great, because then you can give a separation for both of them even more accurately. Perfect, so you guys are gonna stay right there. Put this one behind them right here. And this one behind her. And the great thing is you could even color these with some colored gels. For like $3 or $4, you can buy a sample gel pack online and then just snip them off and put them on here. So we're gonna power this down to half power. And then we're gonna power this down, make sure this is at half power. And we're gonna move this up here. Good, 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 good. All right, turn on. Yep, everything's working good. Great, so you guys are gonna stand there, and then Alberta, what we're gonna have you do, just make sure you just turn your hip a little bit like this. Do you have pockets in that dress or no? Okay, then let's do a hand on your hip like this, because I'll be able to see it with the silhouette, it'll look great, okay? You guys stay right there. Now, what happens with this shot is that behind them, you're gonna see the light stands. Now with this, it's a quick and easy Photoshop, and you can Photoshop it out, just clone around them and stuff like that. You know, we could always clone out this 258 parking spot. Let's just see what we got right now. That's awesome, but we want to have more of the city. So I'm actually going to turn these flashes down a little bit. So right now I'm at a 60th of a second. I'm going to bring these down to an 1/8. And I can't count, there's an 1/8. Perfect, there we go. Awesome. Now what we're gonna do is expose a little more for the sky in the background, but that flash was just a little too overpowering. Here we go. Yeah, that's money right there. You guys are gonna love this. Oh, my old knees. Perfect, stay right there, guys, just looking at each other. Good, Alberta, turn your head a little more to your right. There you go, just like that. You won't be looking at him, but in the picture, it'll look like you're looking at him. And I'm actually gonna move over just a little because right now, the rim light around her head is lining up with the light on the Ferris wheel in the back, and it's not looking that good. So, let's go white balance. Good, they're gonna stay right there. And the shot looks good, but I wanna move that flash because I'm gonna make my photoshopping as easy as I can. Man, it's cold. I can't believe how cold it is right now. I can't believe I'm saying it's cold when it says it's 80 degrees on the phone. All right, so all I did was just shifted that over because it was a little too far to the side. All right, great job, guys. Standing is your moneymaker. Perfect. The sky looks really good. They look good. Awesome. You'll see how the city on the side is not as lit just because the sunset's going on. So I'm going to do a couple of exposures. This one seems like the best one. Awesome. The last thing we want to do is we want to do a couple of nighttime shots with the city in the background. And what I'm going to show you is, especially now, is we have the blackness of the city in the background and we have the blackness of their hair in the background right here as well. So that's going to blend into the background. So we're going to go ahead and shoot a shot with just this flash, and then we'll add in the separation flash as well, so you can now really, really see why you want to backlight your pictures when you can. All right, so let's go over here. You guys stay right there. And then what you're going to do is, Alberta, if you can take that right leg and just kind of pop it like this. There you go, perfect, just like that. Stay right there. You're going to look down a little bit. And then Celsius, if you can slide over to your left just a little bit, that's good, just so I can see your face. Perfect, right there. You guys stay right there just like that. Good. Hands are good. Good, and you're going to take your hand and put it up underneath her arm, okay? So right there, just like that. And you got beautiful arms, but ladies always are like, my arm's, so I always cover the arm with the hand and then no one complains. And it saves me a lot of time in Photoshop too. All right, cool, so here we go. So we're gonna shoot one without it. So you're gonna see with this shot, we're gonna get the city and them. And you can see how their hair, especially if I come up here, their head melds right into the background. It's really hard to see, but if we add that backlight in now, boom, you've got that separation. All you need is a little bit of separation. Let's do one without the big softbox so you can kind of see the difference. That's just the separation. And here it is with it. All right, so you can see with that shot, what we got was that separation that we needed. Now we're just gonna go ahead and get a tight shot of them with the city in the back. So same settings. You guys are just gonna turn this pose this way just a little bit. That's good right there. Looking towards each other, just down like that. Eyes closed, stay nice and romantic, like you love each other. Perfect. Awesome, and now we switch to our 50 mil. We're at f1.8. And dang, you can see that looks dope. Awesome, stay right there. Let's do this, Alberta. You stay right where you are, but turn your eyes to me a little bit. Just like that, stay right there. Perfect, don't move. Turn your head towards me just a little bit. Awesome, then look down and laughing. You guys are laughing real cute. Perfect, awesome. Let's do one nice portrait, you guys both looking at me since we have you there. So you can take your hand off his face, hold him right there just like that. Lean towards her for me, Big Money, the top of your head. This way, that's great, just like that. Stay right there. And Alberta, bring your chest back a little bit, just like that. Awesome, I'm gonna switch you just a little bit. You turn this way for me. We're shooting right here. And let's take this hand can actually maybe be up in your hair a little bit. Okay, so bring your hair to the front. There we go, perfect. And you're so tall, I gotta stand on my tippy toes. Perfect, stay right there, guys. And let's bring your hand down on your hip for me. That's good. Right there, both you guys looking right here. Perfect. Now what you can see is with all those shots, we got that backlight in there to separate them, because if we didn't, and I'll just turn it off real quick so you can see, without that, their head just kind of falls in the background right there. It looks like a great picture, but we need that separation in order to give them that wow factor that they really, really want. It's gonna be really weird, Alberta, when you watch this and you see yourself in the video at the same time. But thank you so much. Listen, teaching you guys how to do these things is something we love to do. We want to passionately just see you guys pursue what you love. And I hope that you guys learned something today in how to shoot with 2 flashes. You can always do something with 1, but adding in that second one just takes your photography to the next level. Takes you and separates you, literally separates you from the rest of the competition. So instead of just kind of competing with everybody, you guys can dominate. And that's kind of what my wife always says. She says, we want to dominate our industry. So we want you guys to dominate in the areas of photography that you guys do. So feel free to hit us up on Facebook or on Backstage Pass in the community or on Instagram and ask us questions. We can give you some tips and tricks, as well as just let us know and show us some amazing pictures that you've taken, whether it's at a sunset or at a venue, a wedding venue somewhere. We just want to see those amazing images that you create and give you that awesome thumbs up that you guys deserve. So thank you guys so much, and boom, baby.